The one thing that stays consistent between two actors, Shah Rukh Khan and Ranbir Kapoor, is that they vocalize constantly about working with people that they love. Shah Rukh Khan has repeatedly spoken about the scarred experiences he has had when he has not personally gelled with someone on set. Ranbir similarly speaks about marrying the director's vision, also establishing a personal bond with the person, in turn allowing for the magic to take shape on camera.
Humility is an artist's greatest virtue.
Sure.
So it's something which I believe. That's of course was my first filmmaker. But if I don't like a person, if I believe that a person is not a good human being, I don't want to give myself to him.
Shah Rukh's closest friends are also his creative collaborators, who have together formulated several commercial hits, including Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, K3G and My Name is Khan with Karan Johar, and Mehuna, Om Shanti Om, and Happy New Year with Farah Khan. Ranbir, who is extremely close with Ayan Mukherjee, collaborated with him on projects like Wake Up Sid, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, and Brahmastra, and personally speaks about loving individuals like Imtiaz Ali and Anurag Basu, having made gems like Rockstar and Barfi with them respectively. While these associations often don't guarantee success, many times the actor's biggest downfall is when they associate with friends and in turn lose out on creative objectivity. Something that has happened with the likes of Salman Khan and Prabhas, where too much faith has been put on personal friends or family, in turn leading to disastrous results. Favors for individuals who are obviously not capable enough to mount massive projects is bound to lead to adverse results. There is no hard and fast rule essentially in this constantly evolving industry, and what is certain as artists is that you are not always going to creatively gel with those you associate with. So many times when there is genuine conflict either in personalities or huge disagreements creatively, the sets often turn into becoming extremely toxic or out of control, an environment mostly, and I say mostly, not conducive to producing a great film. There are many examples of torturous experiences that actors have underwent that have led to beautiful art being produced. However, it's not a healthy environment to constantly subject yourself to. This made me think about several experiences through anecdotes, interviews, and news reports on sets that revealed all was not well behind the scenes before the movies released. So here is Tried&Refused Productions when Bollywood sets become toxic and out of control. Salman Khan. We know about countless stories of Salman Khan having disagreements with people he associates with creatively. In an interview in 2002, when he was asked about hitting a romantic partner, he did say, "I do get emotional. Then I hurt myself. I have banged my head against the wall. I have hurt myself all over. I cannot hurt anyone else. I have only hit Subhash Ghai, yet I apologized to him the next day." In an interview given by Anurag Kashyap to Samdesh, he speaks about being chucked out of directing the film Tere Naam after having written its screenplay, of course adapted from the Tamil film Setu.
एक फिल्म से निकाल दिया गया था, मैं हीरो को बोला बालू गाने को.
अच्छा, एज अ डायरेक्टर निकाल दिया आप?
हाँ, लिखने के बाद.
केड़ी फिल्म?
तेरे नाम.
One obviously alludes this suggestion to have annoyed Salman Khan. However, nothing is more interesting than what may have transpired on Salman's most ambitious project, Veer, directed by Anil Sharma, a period epic tale and story written by Salman Khan that was mounted on a huge scale, apparently had several issues behind the scenes. While in a recent interview, Anil Sharma equates its failure to the stretched out climax that prolonged unnecessarily.
थोड़ा सा हमको ऐसा लगता है पिक्चर तो बहुत ही अच्छी बनी थी, लेकिन क्लाइमैक्स में हम मिस कर गए उस पिक्चर को.
There were presumably huge budget and scheduling issues during the making of the film. In an article with the Times of India published in 2009, an anonymous unit member had said, "Anil Sharma doesn't value time. Although we stayed in London for 30 days, the productivity was that of 5 days. Sharma asked for far too many retakes, so a lot of raw stock has been consumed. Plus, he hadn't even finalized the location. It is inexplicable that the director takes a unit abroad and doesn't know where he is going to shoot next." Anil Sharma refuted these claims and said, "There have been a lot of rumors about my London schedule. I would like to clarify that I had a very smooth shoot throughout. I had a wonderful working relationship with Salman. Veer is a period film and I shot scenes around Buckingham Palace for which I had taken permission." While there are conflicting arguments regarding how the shoot essentially went, Salman jokingly references two directors who ruined his good streak at the movies.
Two people
And
who came
Kabir
to me.
Khan.
One was Anil Sharma and one was Vipul Shah.
That's interesting.
Track record तोड़ने वाले दो पिक्चरें मुझे मिली हैं.
Aamir Khan. There are two sides to anyone who has worked with Aamir Khan. History has proven that one states that Aamir is extremely passionate about his work, which translated into the brilliance on screen, and the other is that he is a control freak, so much so that he interferes in every department associated with the project. There are countless stories about what transpired on the sets of Andaz Apna Apna, of neither of the co-actors, both male and female, getting along on set. He said on Coffee with Karan, "In Andaz Apna Apna, I had a very bad experience working with Salman Khan."
Yeah, actually, in Andaz Apna Apna, I had a very bad experience working with him. I didn't like him, and I found him rude and inconsiderate, and a lot of things. Yeah.
While Rajkumar Santoshi did not dwell deep on the same, Aamir has had disagreement with many creative collaborators. Ram Gopal Verma, in an interview with Khalid Mohammed back in the day, had said that the waiter in the iconic hotel scene in Rangila had better acting chops than Aamir, leading to a huge fallout between the two, while intending to make a commentary on dialogue delivery and not the overall performance. Nothing, however, was as clear as when Aamir spoke about his working relationship with Indra Kumar while working on Man, stating early on during the shooting of the movie that he did not creatively align with the film.
My job is to satisfy you as a director and I'm going to do exactly that. But don't ask me कि कैसा लग रहा है, right. क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है वो मैं तेरे को अभी बोल रहा हूँ, right. लेकिन मैं दिल खुल के तुझे सेटिस्फाई करने की कोशिश करूंगा क्योंकि वो मेरा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, वो मेरी जिम्मेदारी है, तो मैं करूंगा पूरा.
If you were to see what a train wreck this film is, I would highly recommend you check out the breakdown episode by the Quarter Ticket Show YouTube channel. It's absolutely hilarious and makes me totally get why Aamir was not fully behind this film. Kangana Ranaut. If one were to describe a shooting schedule being an absolute fiasco, it would be the developments that took place on the sets of Manikarnika. A movie based on the life of Rani Lakshmibai was in production hell, leaving the original director Krish at a loss for words on how he was distanced from a project he so meticulously planned and directed with the screenplay of V. Vijendra Prasad. Krish was apparently told by Kangana Ranaut that Z was not happy with the final cut of the film and verbatim told him that his vision looked like a Bhojpuri film.
Maybe she's too focused on herself, and I won't call narcissism or self-obsessed. But it's all I want. Okay, where is my stuff, kind of thing. Yes.
While being instructed to exit the film, Kangana claimed to have reshot 70% of the movie as a director, while Krish claimed that she only shot about 20 to 25% of the film in its entirety.
When we are not on the same page, it's going to be very difficult to be on the sets, and I wanted to get into a situation where she feels कि यार सोनू क्यों नहीं मेरी बात सुन रहा है.
It was a creative fallout that led to Sonu leaving the project, while Kangana told the media that Sonu Sood has an ego problem and he can't work under a female director. Sonu Sood vehemently disagreed with the statement, saying that it was not about the sex of the director, but the vision of the film that also significantly saw his role getting cut. While the film eventually did commercially well at the box office, Kangana Ranaut was showered with praise for her directorial and acting skills, and most of whom saw the film did not know about Krish and his association with the film. Abhay Deol. If there are two people who passionately despise each other and the two perspectives makes me wish I was a fly in the wall during the shooting of their movie, it has to be Abhay Deol and Anurag Kashyap during the making of Dev D. Anurag Kashyap finally got commercial notoriety with the success of Dev D, but in interviews, Anurag stated that it was painfully difficult to work with Abhay Deol. Kashyap further went on to say he wanted to do artistic movies but also wanted the mainstream benefits, the benefit and luxuries of being a Deol. He would stay in a 5-star hotel while the entire crew stayed in Paharganj for a film that was made on a very tight budget. This infuriated Abhay Deol, stating that Kashyap is definitely a liar and a toxic person, and I would warn people about him.
He's definitely a liar, he's definitely a toxic person, and I would warn people of him.
If you say something about Anurag Kashyap and him not replying is next to impossible, stating in an interview with Janice Sequeira that the truth can't be spoken because if I will speak the truth, he won't be able to show his face.
There's too much. There's too much truth. There's too much truth in there that Abhay will also not have the courage to talk about. And I won't talk about it because it will make him look like.
This just further piques my interest of what possibly may have gone down between these two on the sets of Dev D. Anurag Basu. If there are anecdotes about dealing with difficult actors, then every director in Mumbai has a Govinda story. A story of empty promises, a story of meetings being set at a particular time and location and no one showing up, and even cases of sets being erected only for the lead actor nowhere to be seen. David Dhawan, one of the directors who has worked the most with Govinda, speaks about only him having the courage to work with him so many times. However, nothing beats the story told by Anurag Basu of what transpired when they had plans to integrate Govinda in the story of Jagga Jasoos. There was this leaked photograph floating around with Govinda's look in the film, and one wondered why they did not see him in the final cut. While there are several anecdotes of why Jagga Jasoos was delayed, with production hassles, with personal fallouts between the lead pair, this story, however, is the funniest.
With all the delays, we can't, Govinda ji not coming on set, cancelling the shooting, we all the flight, and he's not taking the flight. I couldn't have taken that stress, Like, we were shooting for outdoor, everything was lined up, South Africa, and it's just so unpredictable. मैंने बोला अब तो मतलब एक और मतलब पंगा नहीं ले सकता मैं.
So imagine when you've got a full detailed schedule ready and there is still confusion whether an actor is going to board a flight with you or not. That's heights of unpredictability. I can imagine easily that Jagga Jasoos falls in the category of production hell from Bollywood. Sanjay Leela Bhansali. If there was another set where I would have loved to be a fly on the wall, it would be Savarya. For the fantastical world that Bhansali was creating, for the insane investment Columbia TriStar Pictures was making, the launch of 2 new faces, and the sheer horrifying anecdotes told by Ranbir Kapoor, specifically of what he endured with Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Ranbir, in an interview with AIB, claimed that he used to get slapped, shouted, and was instructed to mop the floors on set.
He was abusing me, he was hitting me, he was like making me clean the floors, and so I think that experience really grounded me.
Stating in an interview with Neha Dhupia on her podcast that Bhansali was getting too much on set.
Left because the work was too much, or you thought that it was just you?
He got too much.
Oh, he got a bit much.
I think he really went crazy. Where I was concerned.
When you hear anecdotes of Salman Khan speaking about Bhansali's temper and eagerness to shout on set, you wonder whether these stories could not be far away from the truth. I remember during the promotional run of Jug Jug Jio, Anil Kapoor in jest spoke about Bhansali and how most actors would latch onto the opportunity to work with him. Unless you're someone else.
मेरे को स्लाइस नहीं, मुझे पूरा ब्रेड का ब्रेड चाहिए. मुझे पूरा पिज्जा का पिज्जा चाहिए. दे दो.
That's so true.
Well said.
With that, I have a game for you guys now.
When it was announced that Ranbir, after close to 17 years, is finally reuniting with Bhansali for Love and War, most who have followed his journey were shocked because everyone assumed that he was so scarred in his debut film that he would never align with the director again. I wonder how the two have mended their ways and how Love and War will shape up. However, still my nosy self is so curious about what transpired on the sets of Savarya. Shahid Kapoor and his tryst with many. If there is one actor who I have actively followed since his debut, even watching his terrible films so much so that I used to take my friends on my birthday for films like Dil Mange More and Shikhar, it is Shahid Kapoor. And what I have noticed through the several creative collaborations Shahid has had over the years, it's been actually hard to come by when he's had a smooth time shooting for a film. His earlier venture Fida was marred with controversy, him clearly not getting along with co-star Fardeen Khan, who said in a print interview that he is quite immature. He had a few issues and I had told him to stop talking about me.
Off the record conversation that was turned into an interview.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
well, this is on record, so watch it.
This is on record, yeah, I'm aware of it. That's what my lips are sealed.
Well, Shahid spoke about how Fardeen should have spoken to him in private regarding the same. Fardeen on Coffee with Karan said, I've worked with actors like Abhishek Bachchan and there has been a spirit in the way we worked, without second guessing and being critical. This was a little different. Anushka Sharma spoke about not getting along with her co-star of Badmaash Company, especially in the initial part of the schedule of the film.
Maybe because people didn't give him his due in the beginning, although he should have gotten it because he's a good actor. He dances really well. You can watch him on screen for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So for that, he just creates like this this shield, this wall around him.
Shahid Kapoor has countless number of times spoken about the terrible experience he has had while working on Shandar, alluding to the energy on set not being aligned towards making an entertaining film. If you see the promotional interviews of Rangoon, you can clearly notice the standoffish attitude between him and Kangana, making one take notice of the awkward energy between them. The icing on the cake, however, is of course with Padmavat, where Shahid spoke about feeling like an outsider on an already established creative friendship among Ranveer, Deepika and Sanjay Leela Bhansali, and being displeased on how the final edit of the film came out, feeling like the final running time did not do justice to his character based on screen time.
I'm sure everybody felt a bit threatened by each other at some level. It's natural. But I had a great time doing the film. I wouldn't say that it was a smooth ride and, we were all throwing love at each other.
The interviews post the pandemic, however, have showcased Shahid speaking about working with creative people that he aligns with off camera and how that is paramount for him now onwards, making one assume he has had far too many instances where he has clashed with people on set and he just wants a path of least resistance. And that was a video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you think about these instances where Bollywood sets get really toxic. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.